Always recommended that. It's Miller time.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in the land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Oh, snap. Good.
Too much. Welcome into Oil City Stadium for another Oilmen contest. It's been a hectic afternoon for myself. Seth Berquist here. Alongside me for tonight's contest is the real James Chalice for tonight's contest against the visiting Griffith Generals and your Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Whew. James, it's baseball day.
Yeah, it is baseball day. Only a couple games left inside this season until the playoffs take off here in the Northern League. And the Oilmen with first clinched in the league, having that home field advantage all throughout the playoffs as long as they stay in it. And, yeah, but it is exciting to see this Generals team brought guys to play today.
Well, there's a new face on the mound for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. He's out of Rich Township High School. Has never seen a day of college. This is going to be a step in a weird direction for him. It's B.J. Ferguson, the right-handers from Rich Township High School. I just lost his sheet. There he is. He's a Gary native. He's local. Standing at 6'2". But when he bats lefty.
I mean, that's me. I throw left, I bat right.
Yeah.
Well, I switch hit, but I feel more comfortable on the right. I mean, I don't think that'll matter too much. Is he batting today?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Whew. I'm still trying to recuperate from the very stressful several hours I've had coming into this game. Defensive alignment for the Oilmen from left to right. Fedor, Hall, Hartz. Third to first, Hockman, Church, Holmes, Rutherford. We'll tell you about Rutherford in a minute. Luis Tomero's behind the dish. And the leadoff will be Will Fremian digging in for the Griffith Generals.
Haven't seen too much of Will Fremian as of late. Seems like he's usually there for a 3-game stint around there, and then he drops off for about a couple weeks.
Yeah, he's played 6 games so far, and he takes ball 1 inside. Time of the first pitch, 6:34 p.m. It's 75 degrees outside, not a cloud in the sky. And it's bark in the park here at Oil City Stadium. We've seen a handful of dogs out there. I see a very small dog in the grass out there. And that is a very adorable dog. Ball 2 inside.
Maybe a little bit of jitters.
Ferguson throws fastball, curveball, changeup, slider.
It's a pretty nice arsenal to have in high school.
That one popped in foul territory. Will leave the field of play. We finally get a strike out of him.
And that's one of the most basic lineups or arsenals that you can have.
You would think.
But it works.
No, it absolutely
amazingly
works, and honestly, that's probably more pitches than you need. I mean, you've got guys on this Oilman team that are just fastball, curveball, changeup, and they don't need that slider.
Yeah, and if he can throw that slider really well and make guys miss, I mean, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he's going to be a pretty dangerous pitcher, but this Griffith lineup, in my opinion, seems pretty stacked. You seem to have the best of the best today. And that'll be a walk for Fremian, so the leadoff man will reach first.
Yeah, the best of the best for this team, minus the fact of Camden Smith, who usually plays great against this Oilman team, is not going to be at this game today. So, yeah, I don't know who they have playing third today for the Generals, but Camden Smith is not here.
Third base today should be Amons. So that one is high for ball one to Phil Thigpen.
Yeah, Phil Thigpen's going to Eastern Michigan, committed there. If you're unaware with college baseball, if you're getting into Eastern Michigan, that's playing good baseball.
That's good. You're playing good ball. So it's a 2-0 count now to Thigpen, who's batting .115 this summer in 7 games. 2-0. High ball 3.
Yeah, I think he might just have a little bit of jitters tomorrow going out there to, converse with him, say, hey, man, the game's just starting. You walked a guy, you're on a 3-0 count. Just don't, with a dude that's D1, just don't throw it. Actually, it might be better off just to walk.
Just put it in the dirt. Just roll it.
Maybe a little bit of jitters. This is his first game past the high school level, and it's in a league that's technically considered a semi-professional league.
Right. I mean, you're working with a different catcher. He puts one down the middle there. Finally gets a strike on him. Who's out there coaching first base? Who is that out there? I can't tell.
I think that is Seth Pitcock.
Called strike 2. Yeah, that would be Seth Pitcock. His brother's pitching today.
Yeah, I wonder who's starting. Do you know if it's Brendan or Trey?
Trey's starting.
Okay. Very odd.
And that'll be a walk on the payoff. So now 2 on with no outs here in the top of the first. Trey started the last time the Generals were here at Oil City Stadium and threw about 110, maybe 115 pitches and did very, very well up until the 7th inning. Actually had a lead against the Oilmen until his very last pitch that he threw in that game was in the bottom of the 7th when Ryan Groberski put a 3-run shot over the left field wall. One of the more exciting games I think I've seen in the Northern League this year.
Nice pitch there. He might be finding his zone a little bit. Last count was full before he walked him, so if he can find his zone here, especially against a hitter like Nick Mangano.
And Mangano's batting .348 this year. Real strong player. Termero thinking about the back pick to second. There's nobody there to throw to. Mangano with 16 RBIs this summer. The 1-1 in there for strike 2. Fastball brushes the inside corner.
Nice pitch there, just able to find that zone. And, if you can't get that movement to land in the zone, throw it on a count like this. Try to get him chasing.
Pitches in the dirt. Termero overthrows. That'll be an E2 to advance Fremian all the way. I think it's a 2-2 count now?
Yeah, he threw a ball. So, yeah, the 2-2 count, that one got a little bit away from him, got more away from Termero than anything.
The throw wasn't awful, but yeah.
This is one of the things where
Mangano grounds it past Hockman. It'll find the gap in left, and runners will be on the corners for the first hit of the day for the Generals.
It sounds kind of bad because this is this dude's first game at a higher level. Steal on him. Take the walks. I'm a person, I think that trash talk can have a certain level. This Generals team does push that line. They cross over it a lot. Trash talk him. Get in his head a lot. Make it where he's going to start throwing meatballs down the middle.
Steve Kiley's holding a dog in left field right now.
Oh, yeah. And another dog showed up.
Oh, my gosh. That one's fluffy. The Dogs are starting to file in here. It's a 2-0 now to Owen Bendis in the 4-hole.
And she spotted the dog.
Bendis batting .236 this year, is now on a 3-0. Has 4 extra base hits out of the 13 he has so far this summer. This is his 15th game played with Generals. Kylie's getting all those pictures for the Oilmen Instagram page. Called strike 1. Ferguson already reaching 20 pitches. A little insider information. We have Anthony Scanlon ready to do some work in the pen. As that ball 4 will load up the bases here in the top of the first. So Anthony Scanlon should be working relief here. And if Ferguson is having trouble keeping up with the hitters here, it's looking like Scanlon might be throwing even in the 3rd or 4th inning.
Yeah, I don't think that Ferguson is inherently doing a terrible job so far. He's allowed one hit against the guy for the Generals team. Like, the guy.
Right.
So, yeah, you've walked the other guys, but you still need to find your zone. Like I said, it's under a lot of pressure for him right now. You're playing against the team that's already clinched the 1 seed, and you're trying to hold up to those expectations against this team, and if they're just having an on day, then they're having an on day. Not much that you can do about it, but I wonder if they'll keep him in no matter what, considering they have clinched that 1 seed.
Grounder over to Drew Church at short. He'll bobble it. It's an E6. They'll hold the runner at third. He's got to get back in time. He's out on the tag. E6 with actually, yeah, that's an E6, right?
Yes.
Even though somebody scored.
No, somebody scored because somebody still would have scored because
Or even though he got the out is what I meant.
Yeah.
But Church to Hockman for the out. We have our first out, but it's a 2-0 ball game. So it is a 2-0 game now. We'll turn to Emmanuel Scott.
Yeah, and I will say that was in the last 2 games. That is the second time that Mangano has been picked off because he overshot the base and he had to run back and he couldn't get back there in time.
Ferguson gives a strike to get Scott started here. Scott was an Oilman last year. Gets a strike in the zone there. Ahead in the count. Is it 1-2? Is it?
It is a 1-2 count, Seth.
Oh, called strike 3. And that retires the second out of the first inning here.
That's a nice strikeout right there on Emmanuel Scott. Emmanuel Scott has played 4 games this year, and he has a even .300 batting average. So being able to strike somebody out of his caliber, and if he gets on base, he's going because he's a fast dude. I've never seen somebody round second and go home faster. So being able to get him out is big, and now Preston Lund is up at the plate with an 0-1 count.
Ferguson steps off the mound. He's at 29 pitches here, and we're at a point where you just need to get outs however possible.
I mean, pitching works in mysterious ways. He could be.
Blooped out to right field. Hartz takes a couple steps back and makes the grab, and it retires the side. After the top of the first, the Griffith Generals put 2 runs on the board. They strand 2 in 30 pitches with 2 errors on the field for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. We will move on to the bottom of the first to see if the Oilmen can come back after this break on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is to mend, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Rust premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium for the bottom of the first. Griffith Generals have taken the field, and the man on the mound trying to do the good work for him here is Trey Pitcock. Pitched a strong game against this Oilman team about a week ago. He's got 26 innings with an ERA of 4.038. Seth Berquist alongside James Chalice giving you tonight's matchup. The leadoff will be Mike Fedor for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. First pitch is in the dirt for ball one. Fedor in the leadoff position here had to fill in for Kamari Thomas, who wasn't able to make it to the game tonight, which is always a tough spot in the lineup, you know, to miss D1 Kamari Thomas.
Well, right after losing Upperman.
All right, the outfield for tonight's matchup is a little rough. Not what we're used to.
Good check swing.
Called strike one on the inside corner fastball. Fedor from Moraine Valley Community College, new transfer. Roped out into right center field. It's going to go all the way back to the wall. Takes a couple hops to get there. But he'll make it to second very easily on a leadoff double brought to you by Midwest Orthopedics. To be your best, see the best. And we got a runner in scoring position here early, and that's the best way to get yourself back in this game if you're the Oilmen.
Kamari Thomas who? Kamari Thomas who? Because a leadoff double kind of speaks for itself. So a runner ready in scoring position, just one batter down.
Steps off the mound, wanted to make a little check over to second. Nobody's there. Fastball inside, count goes even at 1. Curveball's down and away. 2-1 count now. I see a dog with a tutu on. Very fluffy husky. I also see a Great Dane, which is very large and is a big dog. Chopped foul by Church.
That was the pitch.
Yeah, that was the one, and he knows it.
That was the pitch. That, from up here, I was like, oh, he's crushing it. I track that ball so good with my eyes, and yeah, I'm not inside that batter's box, but I mean, usually he's going to crush those.
And that one fouled off on the right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but would you consider that back-to-back just meatballs? I would say both of those were very easily hittable.
The first one I wouldn't necessarily call a meatball, but it's definitely one that you're upset about not being able to pull. And that one grounded over to the shortstop. Mangano will throw to first. The tag, not in time. That's a fielder's choice against Drew Church, but the runner gets to third. And now they're on the corners. He might have been.
I'm with Nick.
The umpire didn't have a great view, right? And looks like Jake Hunt is going to say something similar here.
I mean, but there's no reviews in this league. If I'm the ump, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going to say I saw what I saw, but he was out.
And the home plate umpire has given a warning to the Generals dugout.
Let's see who's in the dugout.
I'll say
Seth Pitcock,
which I wouldn't put it past him. But like, here's the thing: all four of these teams have enthusiastic players in this league, right?
Yes.
There's always going to be a couple players on each team that are not afraid to stir some stuff up. I think Griffith probably takes the cake in that category, though. Respectfully, I think your team might have the mouthiest roster.
I would say percentage-wise, definitely.
Yeah, like percentage-wise, not like by mass, right? Because you have a smaller lineup.
Exactly. I'd say that, and it's weird because a lot of these guys, I love being around with them in the dugout, but at the same time, like, sometimes they're just, I can't stand them when they're on the field.
Ryan Groberski's digging in here. He's got an 0-2 count early. And the 1-2 is fouled off.
He's mad about that. I see. I'm not really good at calling pitches up here from the booth, but I'd say that looked like a curveball to me.
I would think.
And it looks like all of his curveballs are just hanging there.
It's a little more difficult when you don't have the arsenal, you know? Like, you don't know what your pitcher throws.
It looked like a curveball.
That one fouled back.
But it looks like his curveballs aren't – it looks like they're finding the zone, but they're just slow enough to where your timing can be on and they're moving not enough to fake somebody out. Like, they're just hanging there.
1-2 inside, and the throw is well offline. Drew Church gets a stolen base, brought to you by BP for maximum speed and efficiency. Look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, usually Emmanuel Scott doesn't make a little bit of
that's
an invisible error.
Right, that's out of the ordinary.
Drew Church would have been safe either way, whether or not that throw was online in time. Or not in time, but online.
Right.
He's still there.
So now a 2-2 to Groberski. Swings and misses, he'll go down. It's the first out of the inning. We got two in scoring position. Down by 2. They'll turn to Cole Hockman, who definitely is not one to turn down a situation like this. Runners in scoring position. He's batting .447.
Very nice average by him.
Because his regular average is .382.
Still not a bad average.
So he's doing, right, like that one
that was
ripped out just to the right of the left field foul line. It scores 1, it scores 2. He's headed for second. There's going to be a play. It's cut off, and he's got a standing RBI double brought to you by Midwest Orthopedics. To be your best, see the best. It's a tie ball game.
And he saw that ball really well. I saw that ball really well. I know you saw that ball really well.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that, and I don't know if you heard me say it. I said, oh, it just hung there. I don't even remember what I said, but like I said, his curve, the curve balls don't look like they're finding, or they look like they're finding the zone, but they're just hanging there. Mm-hmm. It's literally just taking it for the what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the phrase. Taking it for the. Oh my goodness, gentlemen in the booth, please help me out with this.
I don't know what you're going for here.
Ripe for the picking. I don't know what I was trying to think of, but that works too. They're ripe for the taking.
Luis Termero grounds into a gap. Hockman avoiding the red light. He's on his way home. There's going to be a play. It's a bit of an overthrow. RBI single for Luis Termero, and it's a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, tough throw to make, but it should have been made, and if that throw was online,
he's gone. He's gone.
He's not in the game.
It was bad move by Hockman to round third there. That was a rough choice. just stay on third.
But it worked.
There's one out. You could have just had guys on the corners here for Kevin Hall, who's not a bad hitter himself. Currently batting .500 in his first 6 games.
Yeah, I'd say that's actually halfway decent. Literally
strong.
halfway decent.
It's called strike 1 there.
That was a nice pitch.
And he rips that one out into center field. It's over Bendis' head. He finally makes it back there and makes the grab for the second out with one man still on first. Now we'll go to Ryan Hartz in the 7 hole.
Yeah, Bendis a really good fielder. I saw him make a very good grab a couple days ago back at the warning track. So, I mean, I'm very confident in him when he's outside center field. But so far, Seth, we have a pretty good ball game. It's only 3-2.
It's been fun. It's been fun so far. Here in the first, it looks like it'll be more high scoring than anything. Hartz fouls off the first one. Batting .243 this summer. Ripped right up the middle. A hard ground ball will put runners on first and second. It's the 4th hit of the day for the Oilmen. The Oilmen had a bit of an error issue yesterday. Both Hammond and Northwest Indiana had 5 errors each.
Well, I mean, that's
at the end of yesterday's
I don't
game.
want to say that's typical for the Oilmen, but it kind of is. They have 2 errors today. They're the league leader.
There it is.
There we go. I sat and I thought about it. I was like, which way is it?
You even thought about it.
And then I said it wrong. They're the league leader in errors. So it wouldn't shock me that they had 5.
Right, but those hits definitely make up for it if you're not going to play strong defensively. Play strong offensively like Derek Holmes does as he rips that one out into left. And that single puts runners on the corners, and we'll go to the 9 hole.
The throw by Will Fremion was actually
strong.
Yeah, that was a good throw. It was good that the cutoff man didn't try to grab it because it rolled straight to
straight to Scott. Now we'll go to the newcomer, Jalen Rutherford. Caston said he's probably going to be here for the long haul, looking to have him for the rest of the summer. Jalen Rutherford, a PNW commit. Currently residing in Hammond, Indiana. Stands at 5'11". Rips that one out into center. Bendis makes the grab and retires the side. The Oilmen score 3 and get themselves back in the lead. And after 1, it's a 3-2 ball game. We've got plenty more baseball coming up right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Back here at Oil City Stadium. After this weekend, Oilman baseball is not over. The Northern League playoffs begin this Tuesday with Game 1 hosted by your Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Coming out to Oil City Stadium to cheer on the region's team as they chase down the Commissioner's Trophy. It's the second inning here between the Gens and Oilmen.
Hopefully we see a half as good of an inning in action-packedness as last inning was.
You know, I was kind of hoping for some defense. I don't want to crap on both teams' pitching here, but I was kind of hoping, like, Pitcock's on the mound. We have a fresh new pitcher for the Oilmen.
You pitching duel.
Like, I was hoping for some Ks.
I'm always fine to see a pitching duel, and pitching duel means that we get to go home early.
We get to go home early.
So, there's that. But if we can't get a pitching duel, I'd rather the game just stay close.
Right. Like, I'm not going to complain if it's a 18-17 final score.
Exactly.
Much like the Rockies-Pirates game.
Oh, Brenton Doyle hit the
Brenton
walk-off.
Doyle.
That's my goat.
That's
my
dinger.
goat right there.
I read that Brenton Doyle hit the walk-off homer, and I went, James is going to be so excited.
You got a little bit loud and excited about Brenton Doyle right there.
Called strike one. Isaiah Steinhilber in. Batting in the 8-hole.
Yeah, Isaiah Steinhilber doing what he does at first, but he doesn't usually chase after the foul balls. He leaves that to Philip Thigpen, who is just super speed. There's a reason why he's D1. I'm going to put that out there right now. Do with that as you will. There's a reason.
A little bit of a blooper down the left field line. Play is made. That's out number one. Good throw by Cole Hockman. I mean, good play all the way around. He had to chase down that ball down the third base line. That was crazy contact there by Steinhilber.
I'm surprised he didn't try to barehand it.
Right.
Because that's a tough play to make. And for him to make that play, gloving it, grabbing it with his bare hand, chucking it. Of course, the out Steinhilber is retired. Good play by him.
Philip Amons takes ball one. He's batting 105 in his first 7 games with the Gens.
Yeah, Amons doesn't play a lot. He plays anything, really, besides first.
His OBP isn't too bad, though, and his OPS is decent. Like, he's in the top 50% in OPS. Is just his average isn't great. Ball downstairs. It's 2-1 count.
Wanted that one.
He has struck out 7 times across 7 games, so we're looking at 1K per game. That's not super great. 3-1. Called strike 2. Fastball found the bottom of the zone.
You can't take that.
You can't.
Like it's not like that was a paint at the bottom of the zone either.
I understand there's not runners on right now, but that's your count, a 3-1. If that one's popped foul over the press box, we'll do the full count again. But yeah, even if there's nobody on, a 3-1 is still a hitter's count, and that's right in the comfort zone. That's one of those that you just absolutely carry.
Yeah, because a 3-0, you're going to be like, okay, is he going to walk me? 3-1, I'm swinging for the fences on that.
He'll take ball 4 inside. We'll go back to the top of the order for the Gens here.
And I believe this will be the first time that the Generals have a full 9-man lineup and do not have their center fielder or second baseman leading off.
Interesting.
No, never mind, because Nick Mangano led off in a game.
So Fremian took a walk his first time up. See if I can pull up some quick pitching stats here for B.J. Ferguson. He's at 19 strikes, 23 balls. Well, now 24. Giving up 1 hit and 1 earned run with 4 walks. Yeah, the walk count is high.
But, I mean, only 1 earned run isn't. It's not the worst thing possible.
Two-1 with a runner on first. 1 out here. Top second runner goes. It's popped foul. And we get the one and only trot of shame as Amons comes back. James started pointing at Robbie like, you better put up that camera. 2-2. Grounded over to Drew Church at short. He goes to flip to second. They get 1. They get 2. Midwest Orthopedics double play to be your best, see the best. and that retires this side. Nobody left on through no hits, no errors. 16 pitches for Ferguson, and we chug along. Bottom of the second right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it.
It's the bottom of the second here at Oil City Stadium. Seth Berquist with you here. Mike Fedor, the leadoff hitter, digs in. He was in the one hole for the day. We saw all 9 hitters in the bottom of the first. And Fedor drives that one deep into left center field. Fielder's back at the wall. It'll one-hop the wall. It's over the fence. A ground rule double for leadoff Mike Fedor. To be your best, see the best. Double sponsored by Midwest Orthopedics.
And here's me thinking that one was gone.
That's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. I thought that was...
I stood up. You saw me stand up.
The wind kind of got it, and it's not even like the wind's blowing.
It's like right. It's like
us.
left to right.
Yeah.
Like it's not blowing out or in.
It's just the little bit of drag on the ball. And you got to think, if it's not blowing left to right, that's definitely going over that BP sign.
Ball 1 to Drew Church. His first time up, he grounded into a fielder's choice. So Mike Fedor has 2 doubles today. So that's going to be a player we look at for the player of the game as we get closer to the end of the night. Oh, that was taken for ball 2. Never mind. It's a 2-0. I went to go put 1-1 in the books. It's 2-0. That one fouled off on the right.
No, it's a 2-1.
No, it's 2-1.
Jovi Spalio didn't even have to fix the scoreboard.
Big swing and a miss. Church grounded it into a fielder's choice to Nick Mangano at short his first time up.
That didn't record an out.
It did not record an out. You are correct.
It should have.
It absolutely should have. That one fouled off. I don't think the runner probably should have went from second as it is.
No.
You see a ground ball dribbling right in front of you, that's probably a bad idea to try and run past it. Just go back to second.
It worked out for him, though.
Runner goes on the 2-2. He swings and misses, and that's an error. So an E2 from Drew Church will score the run. It's a 4-2 ball game.
Wait. You said Drew Church error?
Or no, well, I didn't mean to. It's an Emmanuel Scott error.
Okay.
That's not what I meant to say.
I was confused. I was like, how did he was up to bat? How did he get the error?
I ran out of names to say. There was Fedor, Scott, and Church.
I'm so tired I would not have called that out, but I thought maybe I need to learn something about baseball.
Jake Hunt coming to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. They're arguing interference from Church.
No.
which yesterday Anthony Mangano was called on interference. Nick Mangano obviously upset, coming in from short to, for lack of a better term, yell a little bit. Now we'll go to Ryan Groberski. Nobody on with one out. It's a 2-run ball game. And that's driven foul on the left side. If he straightens that one out, it probably hits the left field wall.
I wonder if it hit a bird.
I don't think it did.
It hit the tree, and a bunch of birds scattered out from the tree.
Oh, my gosh.
So it was packed full of birds.
Called strike 2. He's quickly behind in an 0-2. He struck out his first time up.
Yeah, 0-2 count doesn't fit him well.
Ball 1. Pretty sure that one was high.
Yeah, it was a good leave by him. And I'm also getting a pretty good look at the zone over here on the camera.
And he'll strike out for the second time today. Groberski, usually a hot hitter. Bit of a slow start here in the first 2 innings, but we'll go to Cole Hockman now on the 4-hole.
The camera that we have for broadcasting currently, Seth, I mean, it gives you a pretty good
That gives
look.
you a decent view. It's a little bit taller than the zone itself, so you're looking at it from a slight upwards angle.
But from where we're looking, we can see left to right, and from there we can see up and down. A lot of movement on that last pitch. Should have saved it for a like a 1-2 count or something along those lines and try to get him on the chaser. Count is 1-1 though.
Now it's a 2-1 count. I'm getting texted updates on the conditions of I-65 near West Lafayette because I'm going to be driving there on Monday. And apparently there is a 6-inch deep hole pretty much right where my exit is. So it's a ground ball over to short. Mangano makes the play, and that will retire the side. The Oilmen put another run on the board from a bit of craziness. 1 hit and 1 error there out in the field. 15 pitches from Trey Pitcock. And we'll go to the Lando Frost third right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
My name's Seth Berquist. Alongside me is James Chalice. And this is what I call the Seth Berquist pop quiz of the game. James Chalice, how many things do you need to make a sandwich?
3 things.
You need 3 of them. Can you name the 3 things?
2 of them are bread.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but one of them should be Lando Frost lunch meat.
Ding, 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 ding. Wholesome and affordable, their premium sliced meats mixed perfectly with fresh ingredients. Pick some up at your local grocery store today. Third inning of Oilman Baseball brought to you by Lando Frost.
Funny enough, since I'm up here, doing this job, everything, since I'm up here from college, you and I go to college together.
We do.
I was making myself a sandwich in the kitchen when my mom was in the kitchen. And I quoted the entirety of the Land of Frost sponsor read to my mother. And my mom's like, Land of Frost, huh? And I was like, yeah, pick some up at your local grocery store today.
I was at Pierogi Fest with my girlfriend this past Friday. And there was a giant 15-foot inflatable Miller Lite can. And I walked by it and just to my girlfriend started doing the full 5th inning sponsor read. Pop fly in foul territory, grabbed by Ryan Hartz. Phil Thigpen goes down in 1 pitch here in the top of the 3rd. We now go to Nick Mangano.
Mangano fired up, and I think that he might be swinging for the fences.
He's going to use this energy.
Yeah. I think he might try to hit that Laborers Local 41 sign.
Called strike one. He singled on a grounder to left his first time up. I believe Nathan Nix is the umpire behind the dish.
Ooh, back-to-back nasty pitches. That one finding straight down the middle of the zone. Just enough movement to make
that slider
miss.
was gross.
Yeah.
0-2. Fastball fouled off on the left.
Fastball so hard that he made his hat fly off.
That happens occasionally. I've seen it happen a number of times. Anthony Mangano on Tuesday. That one fouled off. We'll do the 0-2 again. Ferguson's at 51. So we have Anthony Scanlon for relief. He usually doesn't go more than 3, or at least that's the case for this summer. In the past, I've seen him go 7.
I mean, you could always be surprised by people with good check swing. You could always be surprised by people. Trace Lelliert for the Elkhart County Miracle, I have never seen him throw over 3 innings. And after the game, I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I thought that you were going to throw max 5.
Swing and a miss. Mangano goes down for the second out.
And a nice pitch right there to follow up his really good inning.
Yeah, he had him chasing on the slider and then just pummed 2 fastballs in there. He missed one, fouled one off.
But I was telling Trace Lelliert, I was like, no offense to you, I thought that you were only going 5. And he's like, I've never pitched over 3, so I get why you'd say that. Pitched a full 9 innings. So you could always be shocked by people.
Grounder right up the middle. Drew Church not able to make the grab on it. And we get a single for man on first with 2 outs. Nice little hit by Owen Bendis. Bendis now goes 1 for 1. He walked his last time up, but now Miles Felbar, his first time up, he reached on an error at short.
I don't know how much how many pitchers you would watch per se. I don't know how to explain this. Have you seen the Instagram clips or the YouTube videos that Trevor Bauer talks about pitching in?
I've seen him analyze pitching.
So he'll analyze his own pitches and he'll say, I intentionally threw this outside low to make him looking down there, and then I threw it.
And then you pump one.
And I was like,
hum one in high.
I've never thought about the fact that besides getting somebody to chase, pitching outside of the zone. But they pitch outside of the zone at the start of the count on purpose sometimes.
Right. Swing and miss. Count goes 1-1 to Spellbar. So Scanlon will be the second pitcher for the Oilmen. And as long as Brumfield is ready, he should be the closer for tonight. Nate Brumfield, and runner will get a stolen base on a called strike 2. So Bendis makes it on to second. Trying to get numbers on stolen bases here. That should be Bendis's second stolen base of the year.
Yeah, he's fast. He just doesn't play a lot.
Now the 1-2 to Svelbar is blooped out into shallow right field. Hart's not able to make the grab. It's an RBI single, and the score goes 4-3.
Yeah, just a little blooper right there. Thought that it was going to go foul, but stayed fair, allowed a run to score. So
one of those situations where if you have one out, that runner only makes it to third. But he had the ability to just keep running with the 2-out situation,
exactly.
And he took off as soon as the bat made contact.
What if it's caught? I'm already closer to the dugout.
Right, might as well. But no, run scores. It's a 4-3 game, keeping it close here. Inside fastball to Emmanuel Scott, who struck out looking his first time.
Gotta get Ferguson a better fitting cap. This is the second time his hat flew off.
He's got a lot of hair. Big swing and miss on the inside fastball. Pretty much the exact same pitch. But I think Scott expected that one maybe to drop in a little bit.
Yeah, I think he expected a curve there. I forget what you said his arsenal was. You said Fastball, curveball, changeup, slider.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think he was expecting a curveball right there.
Or at least a changeup, which you can. Inside changeups, you could probably still pull down the line. Strike 2, count goes 1-2 with a man on first and 2 outs. Ferguson at 2 strikeouts tonight. Fouled back just over the press box. We'll do it again.
I wonder how fast he's throwing.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure.
I know he's not throwing 100.
He's definitely not throwing 100. I can tell you that for sure. And it's chopped foul on the left.
Oh, Jake Hunt tries to make the play, can't. He made a play like that in the other game, not in an actual field of play, but he was playing third base coach. Ball got grounded to him, and he made the grab. Umpire didn't even let him throw to first to record the out, if you know what I mean. Just like imaginary.
Another 1-2 to Scott. Runner goes. It's swung on and missed. And that's the third K for Ferguson. It retires the third inning, or the top of the third inning at least. The Griffith Generals score 1, but leave a man out there on the base paths. We'll go to the bottom of the Lando Frost third right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay. Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
Bottom of the third at Oil City Stadium. 4-3 game between the Oilmen and the Gens. James, coming close to the end of your season, calling for the Griffith Generals. I know you've made a relationship with a lot of these guys out there in the field. How does it feel kind of getting close to the end here?
You know, it's kind of, you know, I don't want to say sad, but it's like a farewell type thing. Because, you know, there's a couple of these guys, and I'll point out two of them that come straight to mind. Alexander Clark and Camden Smith. Those are guys that, like, I want to keep an update on their life stories, on what they do in college and everything after this. Camden Smith, if he's ever, you know, around here and I'm around here, I'd want to sit down and have food with him. Like, that's my dog.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
So for the season to be ending, it is kind of upsetting, but at the same time, like, everything comes to an end. I could ask the same for you with the Oilman team, though.
I don't have the, like, because there are so many people that work here for the Oilmen, like, you are the Generals employee. That is you. Like, everything that the Generals need, whether it's social media, broadcasting, whatever, that's all you.
Okay, don't put me on the spot like that.
No, but I just sit here and call the games. Like, of course I do a lot, but also, like, I'm supervising a team of 7. And I don't get to talk to the team all that often. And not until recently have I really taken the time to go down and, like, talk with players before games and stuff. I've gotten somewhat close with Jackson Montgomery. I'm probably going to see what he does over at Coppin State University this year. keep an eye on his numbers. Luis Termero walks on down to first. Luis Termero's obviously going to be going pretty strong places. I'll probably keep an eye on Nick Upperman. I mean, you know the all-stars of the team, and you want to see what they do further in their career. We talked about the 3 Oilmen this summer that have gone on to play in professional organizations. 2 were drafted and 1 was signed just this year. And I feel like a lot of those potential names are here on this Oilman team. As Hall shoots that one out to right, it's a fly out for route number 1. But yeah, it's a weird feeling, I'd say. Like, I feel like just when I'm starting to kind of make a connection with these teams here, it has to go away now, and that's a little sad.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not at the point with these guys that I'd say that they're my friends, but
right.
I'd say I think the word buddy 100% describes it. Like, that's my buddy right there.
Ryan Hartz digs in 1 for 1 with a single up the middle.
You know who I'm really going to miss? And I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm going to really miss the Elkhart guys. I even told them, I was like, hey, next summer, I'll come up to a couple games and just chill with you guys.
Just hang out.
And AJ Van Bogart, their player manager, was like, dude, I'd love to have you just come to a game and hang out. So, like, I'm going to miss those guys, but only so much you can do.
Double play opportunity. He gets 1. He will not get the second. So a fielder's choice against Ryan Hartz, and there will be a runner on first with 2 outs.
And that won't go down as an error.
There is not an error there, no.
No. I wanted to make sure because we called whether or not it was a fielder's choice or an error earlier on a play
against Church.
Like
yeah, that was a tricky one.
But with that one, he still recorded an out, stopped runners from advancing, which is the most important thing. There was no changes on the positioning of the field, and that's the reason why I'm not marking it as an error. Yeah,
of course not.
Even though it could technically.
You still got an out anyway, and still it counts as
no advancement.
A no, right? Like as Holmes fouls that one off, he's 1 for 1. You also got to consider like already in Hartz's scorebook that like now he's 1 for 2 instead of 2 for 2. Like, that still goes on as, like, an 0 for 1 in the book.
Yeah.
So it's still already negative in his scorebook. So I don't think it matters there.
Even though I don't think it necessarily should.
No.
But it still counts good towards OBP.
Fielder's choice is always tricky. Yeah, OBP, though, it counts.
That's the stat that's, I look at that a lot because – if I have a dude and his batting average is like 100, but his OBP is like 900, I'm going to be like, oh, this dude,
he just walks.
He can't hit anything, but like they hit him and he can walk.
Holmes drills that one out into left center. Fremian able to make the grab. It'll retire the side. A quick Lando Frost third here at Oil City Stadium. The Oilmen still hold on to a 4-3 lead when we go deeper into this game right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home. The ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world. Keep America's railroads on the right track. Help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Back here at Oil City Stadium. This is around the time where I'm supposed to give you a promo read about an upcoming promotional event. But it's the last home game of the regular season for the Oilmen. We're done here. Tonight's Bark in the Park. Go ahead and take a look at all of our socials for pictures of very adorable dogs that are out here. It's also Fan Appreciation Night. Apparently, we're wishing a 79th happy birthday to George Kettle. This is the first time hearing about this, and I'm Jovi's boss. So this.
Yeah, you're the one that writes the scripts.
Yeah. He's doing it himself. But, yeah, it's also Fan Appreciation Night. Somebody is dressed as a hot dog. It's a bad day to be a hot dog when you're at a ballpark.
Oh, okay.
I have a hat that says that, and I wore it on the 4th of July. It's a bad day to be a hot dog. Especially when Joey Chestnut's in town.
Joey Chestnut, I don't know if we've talked about this on the broadcast.
I don't think we've talked about it on the broadcast, but we've definitely talked about it with each other.
Joey Chestnut has to be a top 5 athlete of all time. You know why? Because with enough training, I can dunk on Joel Embiid. With enough training, I can shoot threes like Steph Curry. With enough training, I can have routes so clean I can catch passes in the NFL. There's no way I'm eating 70 hot dogs in a few minutes. That's not happening. 72 hot dogs in how many minutes? 10?
10 minutes.
I'm not doing that.
72 and a half.
Do you know how hard that is? I think he missed 2. The one match he was disqualified from. The other one he didn't go to because his girlfriend broke up with him, and those are the only 2 years he hasn't won it.
Right.
Like, he's the top 3 athlete of all time.
Have you seen his Mr. Beast video?
No, I have not.
He ate like the world's largest pizza with Mr. Beast.
I see. I do that with steaks. I can eat a 2-pound steak, a 2-pound sweet potato, and asparagus on the side, like a whole can of asparagus on the side. My parents testify to it.
0-2 count to Preston Lund digging in. The 7-hole hitter's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. And swing and a miss. It's a 3-pitch K.
And that's exactly what he needed. Nice strikeout right there. Got him on a great pitch for the second strike and just throws the old reliable fastball to get him out there on a 3-pitch strikeout.
We now go to Steinhilber. His first time up was a ground out down the third baseline. Called strike 1. You know, Preston Lund, I didn't really notice this until Tuesday when I was kind of talking to the Generals a little bit before their game against the Hammond Vikings. But Lund is one of those guys where once he has 1 or 2 mental mistakes early in a game, you could basically count him out for the rest of the game.
Well, and I like sitting down inside the dugout just for a couple games. Like if my broadcast isn't working, anything like that.
Right.
I like going out in the dugout. You know why? Because I like seeing how these guys act. Lund in the game at Elkhart.
Church picks up a ground ball, goes to make the play. Out number 2.
Lund at that game at Elkhart, he was the leadoff.
Right.
And he was like, he went there. The low and away balls were counted as strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody on both sides were complaining about it.
Right.
But he said he called it 2 times in a row down there. So his zone might be off, but at least it's consistent. And they went, so you're mad? And he goes, no, because his zone's consistent. So it's good to see him have that mental clarity in how he operates.
Pop fly over to Drew Church. He'll make the grab, retires the side. Another quick top of the 4th. And we are chugging on through this game. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th here. Still in a 1-run game. More baseball coming up next on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Oil City Stadium, 4th inning, Oilmen Generals baseball. We get on Jalen Rutherford. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Good pitch selection there, trying to, off of what I've learned from Trevor Bauer, trying to get him uneasy, stepping out of that box.
Called strike one on the outside corner fastball. 57 pitches so far for Trey Pitcock. He threw 55 in the first 3 innings. Efficiency-wise, how do you feel about mid-50s pitches through 3 innings?
It's not terrible.
It's definitely not terrible.
It's not terrible.
I'm not gonna spit on it and say like that's the worst thing I've seen. But
55 in 3 innings is, I don't even know how many. It's just south of 20. It'd be like 18 pitches an inning. So that's not bad. You could do better, but the runs that he's allowed, not that great.
You guys can go pretty deep, relatively deep for what your team is in the bullpen today.
We have Brendan Smith, an ex-pitcher of the week, just sitting for relief in this game.
Good block by Steinhilber at first base. It's out number 1. And a nice little ground out. We go back to the top of the order. Mike Fedor has 2 doubles today. 1 in the field and 1 that bounced over the wall out there by the Laborers Local 41 sign. Big swing and miss for strike 1.
Nice pitch there.
Called strike 2. Quickly behind 0-2 in the count. The pitch is fouled off. We'll do it again. I'm a really big fan of whatever this doodle mix is out here on the third baseline.
Text Kylie to go ask. See, I like pit bulls, cane corsos, and German shepherds. I actually had, you want to talk about, I remember you saying about a Great Dane being big. I had a German shepherd Great Pyrenees mix. The thing is literally the size of a wolf. Yeah. And if anyone, I used to think wolves were small when I was a kid.
No, wolves are pretty big.
They're big. Same with like a moose. This is not even baseball related. Have you ever seen a moose?
I have seen a moose. Oh my God, man.
Like they're huge.
That's a monster. It's like roughly a third the size bigger of than a horse. Like take a horse and then add another half of a horse onto it.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, dude, they're huge. I thought they were like a little bit bigger than a deer.
Ripped out into center. Bendis coming up. He will make the grab. And that's out number 2. Now Drew Church digs in. He's 0 for 2 with a ground into a fielder's choice and a strikeout. Ball 1 to Church here, looking for a hit. He's been struggling here in the month of July, although in June he's considered to be one of the best hitters in the league. Still definitely a strong hitter in my opinion. It's just the consistency has dipped down a little. Big swing and miss at strike 1.
The ball game has still remained close through 3 innings. Well, 3.5.
It's a 3-1 to Church with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitcock trying to get through a 3-up, 3-down here. Grounder over to the third baseman. It finds the gap, and Church gets on with a single with 2 outs. And the Oilmen stay alive here, up by 1. Ryan Groberski has 2 Ks today.
Yeah, very unlike him to have that.
Pickhock only has 3 Ks.
So 2 of those are against
2 of those are Ryan Groberski. He'll take ball 1. Ripped down into right center. Bendis has to cover a lot of ground. It's going to land just before the warning track. Church is rounding third. He's on his way home. It's an RBI double for Ryan Groberski. Doubles brought to you by Midwest Orthopedics. To be your best, see the best.
Didn't strike out that time. A lot of people wearing White Sox jerseys here.
I do see a lot of White Sox jerseys. Earlier today, I saw a Yankees jersey. I don't know if it's just like a Whiting thing. Like, does Whiting have a large population of Sox fans?
I think so. Like, this is literally like, well, you're right outside Chicago.
That is true.
Like, you're literally right.
We might as well be
Chicago
in the South Side at this point. Like,
I remember having a talk, flashback, by the way, to C.J. Coop. I remember telling him, over here, like, this area reminds me of the Chicago area a little bit.
A little bit.
Like, and he's like, no, not at all.
Cole Hockman puts one out at third. They give Groberski the red light, and it'll be a single to put runners on the corners for Cole Hockman.
And good measure by Groberski to not run towards home, because if he would have, Fremian would have had that throw.
Oh, yeah, he had that throw.
Originally, Philip Amons stuck his hand up, and he was like, nah, this is coming in as a heater. This is going over my head. So good thing that he didn't grab that. But either way, no runner takes off. Runners in the corners. We'll see what Luis Tamero can do.
Tamero's 1 for 1. He swings and misses at that one. Bit of a sword there. Hockman's halfway to a cycle. He's got the easy 2 down, and he's got to get the harder 2. I'll never forget the day Ryan Groberski was a single away from a cycle. Or was that Nick Upperman? Play over at second is not made. Who's the run scores, but who's the error on?
I would say that'd be on Phil Thigpen. Let's get another. Let's go
E4. We don't have time to. So now runners on first and second. The score goes 6-3. I'm all for usually opening this up to conversation, but I had to make the call right then.
Yeah.
If you think it's Thigpen, then it's probably
I would say because it was in his glove.
Every so often I get an appeal from a player. Somebody texts me and is like, hey, that probably should have been something else. So Kevin Hall digs in. He's 0 for 2. Hall fouls that one off on the right. And it's rocketed out to third and grabbed by Amons, and it retires this side. So a nice little pop fly will end 6-3 Oilmen after 4 innings. 2-run score on the inning through 28 pitches. So Miller Lite fifth when we come back on the Region Sports Network.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Back here at Oil City Stadium, Rob Cassiano went out there to go fix the minicam, and it's arguably worse than it was before.
Arguably. Arguably. It looks like we're not using the minicam.
So if anything gets rocketed out there to the outfield, you're just not going to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless Robbie wants to go fix it right now.
Unless he wants to. We got a little bit of time. By the way, while we still have time, here in Northwest Indiana, whether the game's heating up or the sun's going down, there's nothing quite like finding yourself in the right place with the right choice in hand. And for many of us, that choice is a cold Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Please tell them what to do, James.
Drink responsibly.
Fifth inning brought to you by Miller Lite, celebrating 50 years of Miller time.
And you know who really likes Miller, ladies and gentlemen?
Who really likes Miller?
Seth Berquist.
I do. Well, in all honesty, not really. It's okay.
You're not even a beer drinker, but
not that much. My go-to drink is a mojito.
See, I don't drink, so I wouldn't know.
Pop fly in the air over to Cole Hockman in fair territory. He makes the grab. It's out number 1. So Fremian goes down, and he's 0 for 2 on the day. Now we go over to Phil Thigpen. Thigpen's 0 for 1. He had a walk and a pop out so far. Puts one in the dirt. Put in the zone there at strike. And that one's fouled off. And now ball outside. Count goes 2-2. And he fouls it off to stay alive. 1 out with nobody on to Phil Thigpen, the second baseman for today. Bit of a delay here as we got to get some extra baseballs. Now we're coming back.
Seth Picott chatting it up with the dugout.
So he ropes it out to right field. Ryan Hartz has a bit of a weird line to get there, but he'll make the grab. It's out number 2.
I mean, if it works, it works, and that grab looked very nice. Able to record the second out.
Mangano's 1 for 2. He's got a single to left and a strikeout. So still trying to use that pent-up energy from the first couple innings we had here. Roped out to third. Good stop by Hockman. Church picks it up and will not be able to make the throw. I think it's an infield single.
I'd say it's an infield
single. Infield single.
That rocketed straight towards him. It was more of a reflex to put the glove up. That way it doesn't smack the absolute mess out of him.
Right. I mean, he stopped it. I mean,
so at least stopping it to try to make a play on it, I'm ruling that an infield single.
Yeah. We're going to go to Owen Bendis, the center fielder. He's got a walk and a single up the middle. With 1 man on and 2 outs. And he rockets that one out down the right field line. It lands fair. Under the fence, it's a ground rule double, and it'll put runners in scoring position with 2 outs.
And that's exactly what this team needed in Owen Bendis. However, even though they have 2 runners inside scoring position, 2 outs on the board. And coming up to bat now will be Miles Velbar. We haven't seen much of Miles Velbar this year.
Not a ton. Today he reached on an errand single.
And if he can get either one of those, it's going to be a good day for this Oilman team, or Generals team, excuse me.
He'll take ball 1 down and in. Honestly, if that ball doesn't roll under the fence for a ground rule double, I think a run scores.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think the Oilmen got bailed out of one there.
And with that's a nice pitch right there. With the speed that Bendis has, that's scoring one, and that's a triple right there. Well, I don't know too much about Hart's arm. Does Hart have that arm to make that throw?
I'm actually not sure. Pops that one out there. Rutherford calls everyone off, and he'll make the catch, retires the side. The Oilmen get bailed out of a potential bad situation. And we still have a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the 5th. 2 hits for the Generals, and they strand 2. More baseball action after this break on the Regional Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Bottom of the 5th at Oil City Stadium. Seth Berquist and James Chalice giving you all the baseball action. Ryan Hartz digs in the 7-hole. He's got a single and a fielder's choice.
Nice pitch right there.
Hacks and misses the first one. Outside count goes even. Pitcock's at 85. And I know you guys have the depth to go pretty far today.
Oh,
so
we have literally 2 starters.
Yeah.
So we have guys that can take to the extra mile.
Popped into foul territory on the right. Steinhilber will make the grab. It's out number 1. Now we'll go over to Derek Holmes. Holmes is 1 for 2, second baseman for today, has a single and a fly out, both in the exact same location in left center field. That one's popped in foul territory, might leave the field of play. Amon's able to make the grab at the track, and it's out number 2 in 4 pitches.
That was a nice grab. Miscalculated it. I thought it was going to be dropped, but Nice grab.
Jalen Rutherford digs in. He's 0 for 2. He's got to fly out and a ground out. Strike one. Swing and miss. It's an 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is inside. It hits him. He's on his way to first. Pitcock a little unhappy with the call. And we go back to the top of the order. It's time to start our 4th time around. We'll go to Mike Fedor, the leadoff. Fedor is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a flyout. He's making some good contact.
Indeed he is. That was a nice pitch right there.
Yeah, that pitch moved. Buzzes the tower with ball 1. Hacks and misses at strike number 2. He sorted him on that one. Runner goes on the 1-2. It hits Fedor in the helmet, and he's going to walk up towards the mound. Looks like benches might clear a little bit. A lot of commotion
You
here.
know, I'm not going to lie, Seth.
Yeah.
I played sports. You hit me in the helmet, I'm not even going to let the umpires react. I'm charging the mound.
I'm not
knocking
sure.
you down.
I'm not sure what happens here. I mean, obviously both teams have been talking to each other a little bit.
I'm making the benches clear. And if I'm him, I'm not even letting Trey Pitcock talk to me right now.
Looks like, yeah, I think I saw Seth Pitcock come out of the bench.
Yeah. At the same time, that's his brother. But
nobody tossed here. And the hit by pitch will put 2 on now with 2 outs. We'll go to Drew Church.
Now, I will say if there is a high hit or if he gets hit right here in Drew Church, benches are clear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's happening.
And the Generals might be able to lead a mighty battle with their mighty outnumbered.
And Church digs in. We're ready to go for the at-bat. He will chop that one foul.
Yeah, I don't think Trey Pitcock either way. I don't think he meant to do that.
He definitely didn't mean to do it. But consider the contents here.
Yeah, I know these teams, they don't like each other, but at the same time, he hit him in the head, started coming towards the mound, and then it looked like instead of him heckling him like he would usually do, he was making sure he was okay.
And a little bit of chatter here in between the players after the tag out at third for the stolen base. And Jake Hunt going to argue here that the player should have slid. And a lot more extracurriculars here, but we got to take a break before we get back to the top of the 6th right after this on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Welcome back to Whiting, Indiana. Starting to get a bit of a chill in the air. We're dropping down to 71 degrees now. Sun's starting to go down. A little bit of pinks left in the sky.
Yeah, I saw a meme on my For You page today that said the temperature dropped 20 degrees like it saw a state trooper in the median. Like, dude, it dropped from 90 to 70
I do that about
quick.
twice a week when I'm on my way home from these games.
Are you admitting to speeding stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
however, I am a firm believer in only breaking one law at a time.
Okay.
So, like, I'm not going to have, like, an open container in the car while I'm speeding.
You shouldn't have an open container
Anyway,
in the car
that
at
should
all.
never happen. But, like, if I
drive drunk, at least I don't speed.
If I'm going to be breaking a different law while driving, I'm going to go the speed limit.
It's the first time I've ever heard that.
Okay. One law at a time. Anthony Scanlon takes over as the pitcher for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen here in the 6th. He's got 7 innings pitched for the Oilmen so far, giving up 7 earned runs for an ERA of 9 flat. A lot of conversation here between a number of different people, including Rutherford and Termero. Scott digs in here, a former Oilman. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, 1 looking. Scanlon kicks and fires. Puts one at the knees for ball 1.
And luckily they don't have I'm going to use the word rude. Luckily they don't have a rude person in that pitcher, because I don't see Scanlon as one of the dudes to try to get back by hitting someone in the head.
Scanlon's literally just here to play baseball.
Exactly.
He doesn't really care about the numbers that much. He just wants to get up there and throw. Swing and miss. Count goes 2-1. Scanlon kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Count goes even at 2. Scott having a hard time reading these pitches here.
I wonder if when was the last time Matthew Rutke pitched?
Rutke?
Yeah.
About a week.
Okay, so I wonder if they're trying to hold him out into the playoffs. I'd say that, because it really does help when you have a 6-7 pitcher on the bump.
Scanlon fires. Ball 4, Scott walks.
Yeah, and this is a guy that you really don't want on with 0 outs on the board, because this dude's fast. He's fast. So, yeah, you really don't want him on there.
So Scott ready to move on to second. They got to cut a 3-run deficit here. Preston Lund digs in. He's got a strikeout and a flyout. Inside fastball, strike 1. Lund the DH today. I went to the Generals game on Tuesday. He was playing second.
Yeah, he either plays middle infield or DH.
Inside ball 1.
And when you're inside a position like that, you got to wear it. And it's that speed. The speed on that ball is high, but at the same time, it's not like it's up at the head area that's going to hit you in the shoulder. Got to wear that.
Puts that one in there for strike 2. Scanlon's got a pretty deep arsenal. I know he's got the slider. I know he's got the fastball. I think he has a changeup. There's a cutter in there somewhere.
Cutter is hard to throw.
Might be the only Northern League pitcher with a cutter. Swing and a miss. Lund goes down for the second time on strikes.
You know, I was actually practicing different types of pitches that I could throw.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, my cutter is the most accurate pitch to fall in the zone.
It's not supposed to move all that much, so like I'm not honestly surprised.
But it lands better than a 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball.
Isaiah Steinhilber digs in. Takes strike one. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts, 1 to third and 1 to short.
And Trey Pickock, I think, is done for the day. I see him in a hoodie.
Okay, that would make sense then. Do you think Smith is going to be the one to fill in?
Most likely.
It's no 2 count. 1 on, 1 out. Back pick unsuccessful on the pitch in the dirt. Count goes 1-2. Pitch is drilled down into left center. It's in no man's land, and it'll drop to Kevin Hall, the center fielder. It's a single.
And if only he stepped into that. Did you see his swing on it?
Mm-mm.
He just, and I'm going to stand up to demonstrate to Seth in the box. He's like this, doesn't even lift up his foot. He just moves like this with his arms, and just that little bit of a hack was able to pop out into the outfield. He full-on drops his foot to hammer it, that's gone.
I mean, his contact also wasn't like 100%. He was a tad under it, you know. It had a lot of backspin on it. It's possible if he steps into that one, like it basically does the same thing just a tad further just based on the contact that he made. Amons fouls one into his shin. So last time up, he popped out into short. His first time up as a walk.
Nearly packed house today, actually. And
there's a lot of people here. It's fan appreciation night at the Park in the Park. Superfan Mike Jones threw out the first pitch tonight. He's been the Oilman superfan for 8 years, never missing a home game, going out to several road games. Gets to know every player every summer. So he always has a relationship with this team. Yeah, I'd say he knows everybody up here in the box. I've gotten to know him well over the past 2 summers now. Definitely a guy who is extremely passionate about a summer collegiate ball club, which I'm not going to hate on him for. I mean, it's always fun to be out here at Oil City Stadium. Back pick attempt is an overthrow by Luis Termero. It advances the runners. Scott is going to get held up at third. So it's going to be an E2.
Yeah, that little bit of an overthrow by Luis Termero. I mean, you can't expect your first baseman. And first basemans move a lot. Like, they do the splits, they'll jump and plant down. But you can't expect them to be Superman and do it all out there.
It's a 2-2 count. Ball's in the dirt. Count goes full with 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Tying run at the plate for the Griffith Generals.
Only problem is it's Amons who doesn't have a superb batting average, but there could always be time to change.
That one fouled off on the right side. Will keep the AB alive.
Got a little bit of a trot of shame cam right there.
I missed it. I was counting pitches. We're 6 pitches into the at-bat. Another payoff. Swung on and missed. He got him.
Jovi Savalio, the PA announcer, got a little bit hyped. He thought there were 2 outs on the board.
Now that's our second out. Steinhilber on second and Scott on third. We're back at the top of the order. It's Will Fremian. This is his fourth appearance. His first appearance was a walk. After that, he grounded out and popped out. Pitch with a lot of movement finds the zone for strike one.
Yeah, he wanted it, then he didn't want it, then he wanted it last second, but decided that he wasn't going to swing it and take his chances with the ump.
In the dirt. Now it's a 1-1.
That shows how confident Emmanuel Scott is in his speed. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, he's got lead.
Tamero dropped that ball, and he started running towards home.
Grounder over to third. Hockman scoops it up. Throw to first. In time. Records the third out. Hockman sliding play. Pops back up. And the Oilmen stay alive. It's 6-3. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth with a 3-run lead right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build.
It's the bottom of the sixth here in Whiting. We've got a new pitcher on the mound for the Griffith Generals. It's Brendan Smith. James, do you know the last time we saw Brendan Smith?
No, I do not. It's been a while.
So he's pitched 22 innings. This is going to be his sixth appearance. He's got an ERA of 4.45 with 21 hits across those 22 innings. The strikeout count, 31.
And that was, he won Pitcher of the Week earlier in the year.
Yep, he's been a Pitcher of the Week.
And then the following game that he had after winning Pitcher of the Week was versus this Oilman team where he allowed 11 hits and I believe 12 runs on the game. And I think 9 of those were earned. So that spiked up that ERA heavily.
Right, so take that game out of the equation.
And he's a top
It's a different ball game, yeah.
So usually a starter comes into relief here.
Drew Church digs in. He's the 2-hole hitter today. He's got a ground out, a strikeout, and a single. He was up to bat last inning, but the inning was ended on the base paths. It's ball one. Rutherford got caught stealing last time we saw Drew Church, so we'll have another attempt here. Count goes 2-0 on the fastball outside. You got any info about Brendan? Just got anything?
Not really.
Not really? Haven't talked to Brendan much?
I don't usually talk to the pitchers before the game. I have those certain guys that I like to stick to, like Blue, and talk with them all the time. So I don't usually talk to pitchers that much. I don't even know what he has in his arsenal at all. Like, I don't know any of his pitches. So I just know that he's a chill dude. I've conversed with him a couple times, but I have nothing really to say about him.
So Church gets a 4-pitch walk. We go to Ryan Groberski, who's 1 for 3. Takes a fastball for strike one. That fastball had some heat.
Yeah. So he has a fastball in his arsenal. but it's very uncommon to not have a fastball in your arsenal at any level of pitching. Well, and you might not throw it, but everyone knows how to throw a fastball.
Right, everybody knows how to throw a fastball. It's just how often you use it. Aman Khan prefers a sinker
over a fastball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, like, I've seen a lot of pro guys do, is just completely throw the fastball out of the arsenal, just throw a sinker. He topped out at 94 his last time.
Well, because it's like hidden in your arsenal. It's one of those things where you're still, if you're a pro pitcher or a semi-pro pitcher, whatever it may be, you're still going to be able to throw a fastball even if it drops in speed a little bit inside that zone. So you can hide it for that one time out of the 50th batter that you see that you need to use it.
Fouls that one off. Count stays 1-2. Yeah, Aman Khan tops out at about 94 miles an hour on that sinker.
That is disgusting.
That's
for a
gross.
sinker.
I mean, sinkers don't move a lot. They don't.
No, but
if you're looking for something that's going to absolutely drop, you either want a 12-6 or a splitter. And he rips that one just out of the glove of Amons. They look to turn two. They get the play. And that's a double play.
And I don't know if that's one of those things where you say, well, because that's a thing where, do you do that on purpose?
Drop the ball?
Yes. Have you never heard of that before?
No. I've absolutely heard of it.
Dropping the ball to try to force
I've absolutely heard of it.
I don't think he meant to, but it turned out for him. But it makes me wonder if, inside this late of a game, he was just trying to get the block.
Hockman dribbles it up the middle. Second baseman makes the play. Good play by Thigpen. And it's an untraditional 3 up, 3 down, and we stay within 3 runs. We'll move on to the 7th right after this break.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
Back here in Whiting for the top of the 7th, Anthony Scanlon threw 24 pitches in his first inning. And we're back into Oilman action. Seth Berquist alongside a slightly distracted James Chalice.
Yeah, our producer here is a Packers fan. He's a
he's just
disgusting cheesehead, and I'm a Vikings fan. So getting into that argument with him.
But Scanlon threw 24 pitches in the first inning. No runs given up. This game was a lot more entertaining in the first 3 innings.
Yes, it was.
We're slowing down significantly.
Well, now we're getting a
here.
pitching duel.
We are getting a pitching duel. We're creeping up on the 2-hour mark here. We've been playing baseball for about an hour 50.
That's
roughly
pretty good time. For the first
maybe
inning,
an hour 45.
For the first inning, taking 25 minutes too. Put that into the
We're
equation.
on track to be under the 3-hour mark, but not by much. Because first pitch came at 6:34. It's currently 8. It's about to be 8:20.
I just can't wait to go home and eat food.
Phil Thigpen should be digging in here.
Yeah, Thigpen ended the side right before the break with that absolutely phenomenal glove and toss. And immediately right when we got off the air, Seth, I turned to you and I said, do you see now why he's D1? And you said, yes, I do. So.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Now let's see if he can come back from that great defensive play and do something on the other side of the ball. Counts 2-1 to him. Swing and miss. Count goes even at 2. Pitch is outside, and it's full to the leadoff hitter.
That's a nice pitch there, 2-hole hitter. Fleming's the leadoff.
I meant like the leadoff for the inning.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Ripped out directly into the glove of Hall. Retires the first hitter.
See, I just corrected you and made myself look dumb.
Yep.
But I'd say that was a pretty good pitch selection by Scanlon on the 2-2, trying to throw a ball outside to get him chasing. Couldn't right there, but ball gets lifted up and caught inside the outfield by Hall, and spectacular play by him.
Grounder over to Drew Church at short. Backhanded grab. The throw is not in time.
And that's an E6.
That's an E6. We're giving it an E6.
I believe that's his second error.
He had to make a tough play there.
He grabbed his head after it, too. I think that he agrees with it being an error.
Here's my thing about Drew Church. As great of a fielder as he is, I think he prioritizes the backhanded grab slightly too often.
What, being flashy over making the play?
Well, I don't even know if it's something about being flashy. Like, I honestly think he wants to do the right thing. But he's having trouble in that weird, there's that gray area of, do I backhand this or do I get in front of the ball?
You just got to do whatever feels natural.
And I think pretty much every time he's had an error, because in all honesty, he has a lot of errors. Like, he probably leads this Oilman team in errors. He has 3 today.
3? I thought he only had 2.
Or it might be 2.
Still, he has more than 1 error.
He's got multiple errors. But, like, every single time he's had an error this season, it's because he's going for that backhanded grab, and it either rolls up his arm or just, like, hits off his foot and rolls back to the outfield. So I'm not sure if he's having trouble just deciding if he's going for a backhand or trying to get in front of the ball. But that's going to be the thing to think about, especially going into the playoffs. I mean, he's a strong hitter. Line drive just past the glove of Holmes. It's a single to put 2 on with 1 out. I don't know. What do you think?
About what, that hit?
Or not that hit, but like Church.
I think that there's certain times you have to make backhands, but you have to do whatever feels comfortable where I can make this grab right here. And a big part of baseball, and I've seen multiple videos about it, is about how you play your best baseball when you don't think about it. Like, yes, it's good when you walk back to the dugout and the guy says, what I saw was 2 fastballs, a changeup, and a slider. Yeah, that's good to know. He throws those pitches.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know what the pitches are until I see the pitches. So it's just see ball, hit ball, and when you take it down to the simplest form and you don't overthink it, it could stop you from making those not only mental errors but physical errors too.
Counts 0-2 to Miles Felbar. Chops that one over to Church at short, looking to make a double play, and he'll have a bad lob, and it'll score 1. We're going to have another E6 on the play, and there's runners on the corners.
Just not his night.
It's a 6-4 ball game. So the run is unearned. And there's going to be a bit of a visit here. I don't think Caston is in this bunch. I think the infielders just wanted to come have a chat. Just some personal defensive strategies here.
Well, it's not. I feel like it's a thing. I don't even know if they're fully talking to, Scanlon. I think they might be talking a little bit to Church collectively and talking to Scanlon, being like, don't worry about the people that are on. Just get this inning out.
It also might be a conversation of, do we want to play this as a double play, or do we want to try and get that runner at home? Because we just tried to get a double play here, and it scored a run off an error. So this might be – they're playing back in the infield. Like, the only person playing somewhat in is Rutherford at first. Runner's going to second. It's a ball inside. They decide to throw, and it's passed. It scores 1, and the runner makes it to third. The tying run is at third base.
And now we're having ourselves a ball game on another error.
E2?
E2. Yeah, that'd be an E2. But that's a tough play on whether or not you was it a throw to, it was a throw to Holmes, and it's tough to either make
it doesn't really matter. A throw to second is a throw to second. Your middle infielders are supposed to figure out amongst themselves who's supposed to make that.
But what I'm saying is it's tough to say whether it was an E4 or an E2, but I'm going to give it an E2 just because the throw could have been a little bit better. If the throw's better, the catch is there.
Yeah.
But the catch still should have been made.
So 1-1 count, the tying run on third with 1 out. Oilmen deciding they want to try and get the runner going home on a ground ball. So everybody playing into the grass. That one fouled back. Now the 1-2 to Scott. Drilled out to home, or drilled out to center. Over the shoulder of Hall. It drops in no man's land in right center. It's a double. It's a tie ball game. He's on his way to third. RBI triple for Emmanuel Scott. And it's a tie ball game.
He's just too fast. Any other person, that's a double right there. He's just too fast. And Seth Berquist, we have ourselves a game here in Oil City in the final stretch of the season.
Now we were in a situation with 1 out, a man on third, and the tying runs at third.
Not only a man on third, a dude that just reached third off of a single hit. I thought that was gone.
Now he's the go-ahead.
And he's there.
And there's only 1 out.
And who's up to bat?
So we go to Preston Lund, who's... No?
Changer. No, it's not 20. It is 30.
Seth Pitcock.
Seth Pitcock.
Seth Pitcock takes strike 1. Scanlon picks his pitch. Swings and misses at strike 2. This strikeout is needed more than anything we've needed so far today.
Well, yeah, because this strikeout stops a sac fly from happening. And a sac fly definitely will score this runner.
The 0-2. Hits him. He's going to head on to first.
I hit him in the hand. That hurts.
He's going to have to shake that one out a little bit. That definitely doesn't feel good at all.
Hit him in the hands. His dad telling. Did you hear his dad?
Is that his dad?
I think that's his dad that said walk it off.
It'd be really funny if it was just a stranger that was just like, walk it off.
So it was a stranger.
So an absolute stranger just said walk it off. So Isaiah Steinhilber digs back in. He's 1 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a single up the middle. Go-ahead run is on third base. And that's grounded on the right side, but foul for strike 1.
That hand really bothering him.
Yeah, I mean, I bet, dude. If you take
a
a ball
fastball?
anywhere in the fingers,
Not even it doesn't have to be a fastball. Any pitch to your hand.
yeah, anything in the hands. Ball one. So an even count at 1 and a stolen base for Pitcock. We have 2 in scoring position in a tie ball game. Taking away the force out here. Infielders come in.
I bet he's glad he didn't have to slide and stick out his hand with that.
Called strike 2.
I knew that was fine.
Slider?
Zone. Yeah, I'd say that
looked like a slider. It moved.
A lot. So you got to swing at that. It fell in the zone, but sliders just disappeared from view.
Grounded over to third. Bounces off of Hockman. Church picks it up. Throws home. The tag is not in time. It's in the dirt.
What is that?
Is there an E on that?
I don't think
Fielder's
so.
choice?
I don't think so. Ball came in simultaneously at the same time, and it was like just that big commotion.
Fielder's choice?
There. Fielder's choice.
Fielder's
failed.
choice.
Nothing happened there. I would say that Tamero could have made the grab if he's a football player, and he's used to getting slammed into as he's making the grab. But at this, this is baseball, man. You're not used to that contact, and those feet came in right when he tried to make the grab.
I'm going to go ahead and say that this is another mental error for Drew Church. You pick up a ball that just got rocketed off your teammate's hand. Swing and a miss to Philip Amons.
And I will say, anybody else.
You've seen your player didn't make the grab, and now with the runner already on his way as soon as the bat made contact, it's trickling towards you. I don't think you have the time to pick it up and throw home no matter what. Grounder over. They try and get him at home. The tag in time. They got him. Fielder's choice. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs in a 1-run ball game. Good call from Rutherford to throw that one home. I thought they were going to try and turn 2.
I thought that he looked a little bit safe, but that's just way too close of a call. Plus, it's harder to see from up here with all that dirt piling up than it is for the umpire to see it. But no, what I did want to add on to the earlier play, I do think that any other runner is on third besides Emmanuel Scott. When you throw home, that ball's there in time for the tag. So I do think that Church did make a good decision, but you also have to know who you're throwing home to stop. And I feel like in that situation he made the right call, but hindsight is 20/20, and he should have thrown to first.
So Will Fremian comes back up. The one-hole hitter fouls off the first pitch. We have 2 on and 2 outs here. Generals just took a 1-run lead, so if the Generals do take the win tonight, it goes to Anthony Scanlon. Neither of the starting pitchers will be affected after tonight's ball game. So ball 1 down. So, I mean...
And it sucks because it's not Scanlon's fault.
No, not at all.
I think two to 3 runs have scored this inning.
He doesn't. There's not even an earned run on him yet. Four unearned runs. Fouled off.
So this definitely is not on him.
No, absolutely not. His fielders are just having trouble making plays. I got to give it to Ferguson for being a high school pitcher and starting out, and it doesn't affect your record. Go home and be happy with that. So he pops that one foul. We'll do the 1-2 again.
Now, if the Oilmen take the lead back, I think they wanted to hit a car.
No, there was a kid over there with a glove trying to make a grab.
Oh, okay.
You just missed it.
Now, if the Oilmen regain the lead, does that mean that Ferguson takes the win?
No.
So Scanlon would take the win.
If they take a lead while Scanlon's pitching right now, it would be a Scanlon win. Called strike 3. It's the end of the inning. 4 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors in the field from the Oilmen. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th right after this stretch. You're watching the Oilmen baseball on the Region Sports Network.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay. Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. We've done the stretch. People are reading off their raffle numbers, trying to find the winner of $166 here for the 50-50 raffle. It's a 7-6 ball game. The Griffith Generals took the lead here in the top of the seventh. Now we go to the bottom of the seventh. Is that still Brennan Smith out there on the bump?
Yes.
Through one inning, he threw 10 pitches. He's working efficiently. Luis Termero's going to lead off for the Oilmen. And the Oilmen need one run here. And he puts ball one lone away. Grounded over to third, just past the shoulder of Amons, and a leadoff single for Luis Termero. Just what the Oilmen need to get back into this ball game. Rob Cassiano quite aggressive out here. And they're going to sub out Max Miller as a pinch runner for Luis Termero. So Luis Termero is done for the day after that single. Miller takes first base, which means he's probably taken over as the catcher. And he represents the game-tying run as Hall swings and misses.
And Hall's trying to be the game-leading run.
I understand that, but let me read you the numbers, okay? 3 outs. He's 0 for 3. All of his outs are in the air. So just make good contact at this point. All you're looking for in this situation is good contact. Because we have a fly out to center, a fly out to right, and then a pop out to third.
Yeah, the last hit, or the last at-bat, not as good as the previous ones, but he just needs to make that contact.
Called strike 2 up in the upper outside part of the zone. It's a 1-2 count to Hall. No outs. Wears that one on the arm. And now 2 on with no outs. The tying run has reached scoring position.
With how fast he jerked down to take off the shin guard, I thought he was going to charge him out. I actually did. Did you see how fast he bent down to pop it off?
I noticed it, but I didn't think anything of it, honestly.
Well,
I didn't think he was going for the mound. Because also, we have 2 brand new pitchers at this point. Both of the pitchers that everybody was mad at, they're gone.
Yeah, that is true.
Ryan Hartz comes back. He's 1 for 3 with a single up the middle. Shows a bunt, and bunts in the air, and it's caught by Scott. And that is what we call a pop fly bunt.
Wait, let me see this. I want to see it marked down.
pop out on the bunt. Scott in foul territory.
Yeah.
Nobody moves. There's one out with 2 on.
I still yet to see an in-the-park home run on a bunt.
I feel very comfortable even when we're this far down in the lineup. We're in the 8 hole, but it's Derek Holmes. And in a situation like this, I feel like he might be able to pull it together. Not saying that he hasn't pulled it together. He's had a fine day. He's 1 for 3.
All you need to do is rip one to a slow roller to the wall, and you're good.
Fastball's out of the zone, ball 1. As soon as I said this game wasn't exciting anymore. Called strike 1 in the upper part of the zone.
It is unfortunate that the earned runs, the Generals only have 3. The Generals have more runs off of errors than they do earned runs.
Drilled out into left field. It's well over the head. Oh, no, he made the grab, and the fielders are back.
Will Fremian, ladies and gentlemen.
Fremian woke up.
Goodness.
And the runners stay on first and second with 2 outs. This is the worst possible time to leave runners on base.
If that ball had a little bit of wind drag on it, if that ball falls, game's knotted up.
This is the worst possible time to leave runners on base. Smith delivers for a foul ball from Jalen Rutherford. Oilman debut today. He's 0 for 2 with an HBP. If you're going to make a statement here for this Oilman team, now's the time. Show PNW what you're made of. Here's the 0-1. Finds the zone. That pitch moved.
Yeah, I'd still say it found the zone on the outside.
Oh, yeah, I think that did find the zone. But
I don't know why everyone's freaking out. This team is already
the Oilmen almost never lose to this Generals team. Called strike 3. It ends the inning. The Oilmen leave 2 on, a 3-pitch strikeout against Jalen Rutherford, and it's 7-6 when we go to the top of the 8th right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
It's the top of the 8th here in Whiting. Generals have a 7-6 lead after a big 7th inning. Seth Burke was alongside James Chalice. And Nate Brumfield has taken over on the mound for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. He's got to pitch these last 2 no matter what. But he's not too bad in the pitching category. I have actually been pretty impressed with what he's. My mouse is dead. My computer mouse literally died. Now I got to go to the touchpad like a loser. Ugh, it's so annoying. Nate Brumfield.
To all the touchpad users.
Nate Brumfield has a 1-0 record on the mound. He's. This is going to be his 5th appearance. He's thrown 8 innings for 4 earned runs for an ERA of 4.5. He's just got to throw 2 solid innings against this Generals team, and we're due for the top of the order when we come back to the Oilmen at the bottom of the 8th.
And we just missed the top of the order, I believe, because it looks
we're in the 2-3-4 part here for the Generals.
So a very dangerous lineup to see with Thigpen Mangano and usually sitting at that 4 hole is Camden Smith, but today it will be Owen Bendis.
Nate Brumfield on the mound. a product of Valparaiso, Indiana. He's out of Wabash College, standing at 6'1". Asked Caston about our pitching staff earlier today, and he said, well, we got this new guy that's going to start, and then I'm going to throw Scanlon, and then I'm going to make Brumfield close. And I went, you're going to make Brumfield close? And he said, he throws heat.
I mean, he's played 4 games, and he has a 1-0 record, which means he got his team out of a scrape at least once.
The win he took was the craziest game I think the Oilmen have ever played. Max Miller pitched in that game. Jackson Montgomery and Amon Khan took a plate appearance in that game.
Oh, I've seen Amon Khan hit in the game.
Jackson Montgomery walked in his one plate appearance. Max Miller behind the dish, working with Nate Brumfield, so we got catcher-on-catcher action here. Now I think Phil Thigpen is due up. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Pop out, fly out, line out, and walk in the books for him so far. See strike one. Roped out to right field. It'll land just before Hearts. And a leadoff single on the line drive, representing an insurance run for the Jennings.
And this is one of the things, Seth, that I would love to be down inside this dugout for. Right when those bats closed out inside their last time where they took that lead. Oh, when they come back, whoever has a helmet on, I'm smacking them in the helmet. Whoever has a hat on, I'm not smacking them in the head. But it'd be hard to hold me back.
Now Nick Mangano digs in. He's 2 for 4. Ball 1, back pick attempt unsuccessful. That was the right play by Miller, I think, to pop up for that one.
Yeah.
That runner was way out there.
You know, you got certain guys on the team that they're taking that far of a lead off. They're not sliding back in enough time. Thigpen's just one of those guys that has that quick reaction time to do so.
It's a 2-0 count now with the inside fastball. Mangano playing short today. Swing and miss for strike one.
I wonder if we'll see Tamero in a DH spot now.
No, not if he got pinch ran for.
Okay.
I don't think you can do that.
I didn't see that there was a pinch runner in for him.
Yeah, Max Miller pinch ran for him right after his single.
Okay, so definitely it's Max Miller sitting inside that spot now.
It's a 2-2 count to Nick Mangano. Ball 3. The count goes full with a runner on and nobody out. One of those innings where just everybody is just praying that we can get out of it quickly. And swinging strike 3, Mangano goes down. It's out number 1. Double play possibly gets the Oilmen back on the other side of the ball here. Bendis 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And he walked his first time up.
So 1,000 hitting and 1,000 OBP. Said it still found the zone. That's
called strike 1. The 1-1 is foul, or the 0-1 is fouled off.
Made good contact with that one, but just a little bit too early on the ball. Or, excuse me, a little bit too late on the ball.
Big potential strikeout here for Nate Brumfield. Do or die moment for the Oilmen to try and stay alive in this game.
I'm surprised he didn't get him on that one.
Curveball just missed the zone.
I would have swung at it. good eye keeps him in it.
1-2, fastball, bottom zone, strike 3. 2 outs, man on first. Top of the 8th, it's a 1-run game. Miles Svelbar reached on an error his first time up, reached on an error his 4th time up, and at a single and a pop out.
So a 250 batting average and 750 OBP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never happens. Never happens.
That was not on my bingo card.
Ripped out just past the glove of the first baseman, called foul.
What was your opinion on that, Seth?
I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call.
I immediately stuck up my hands inside that foul motion. I think that it was a close call, but you got to rule that foul.
Yeah, good call from umpire Nix behind the plate. Either way, the umpire's name is Nix because it's either Nathan Nix or it's Jeff Nix.
Okay.
I have a strong feeling Jeff is on the base paths. Because Jeff is a slightly older person name, and Nathan is a relatively young person name.
I don't know. Watch for Max Miller with the next pitch. I don't know what he did. I don't know if it was for a pitch, but it looked like he just kept on tapping up around everywhere. I don't know what that means. Yeah, see how he's doing that? Before every pitch?
Signals mean things sometimes.
But I think it's weird how your signal is like a face tap, chest tap, face tap, like side tap, and then you just do it instead of random order. Like, if he does it, see how he does it again?
Yeah.
I wish that we could get a close-up on – well, I think that the people at home can see that. I've just never seen that.
I think you should be able to see it back at home.
Yeah.
It counts 3-1 now.
It is visible on the current thing that we have up. I've never noticed Max Miller does that before.
Yeah, I've also never noticed that.
What do you think that means as a catcher?
Buffoonery? I don't know. Not to call Max Miller a buffoon. That's a walk. But I think it's for confusion. I think they're just trying to mess with the other team. Unless he's doing that for pitch signals instead of numbers.
But that'd be kind of harder
That'd
to
be
track.
Complicated.
Because if I'm – and that's easier to give away.
I think it might be easier to give away depending on the pattern.
No, because everybody's
watching
Everybody's seeing you do
Yeah.
it. Regular pitch, you just hold between your legs.
Right. So Emmanuel Scott digs in. We all saw what he did last time with a triple out to right center. And he takes a curveball for strike 1. Runners almost take off. Good throw to Max Miller, or good throw from Max Miller down to Hockman. Hockman's had it rough out there at third today. I think 2 different times he's had one bounce in and out of the glove.
No, he's had a lot of work, but he's been able to, play well under.
Yeah, I think he's doing his job well. I really don't think he's honestly done anything wrong at this point. 0-1 is just above the zone for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. He swung at that one like his life depended on it.
But it still got by him. He was so unbelievably late on that ball. That was already like Max Miller setting back down inside his position before that swing was even started.
Now the 1-2, runners go, and it's fouled back. We'll get a famous trot of shame. Another failed catch opportunity. Oil City Stadium is probably the most interactive it's ever been this year. Mike Jones, never afraid to chirp a fan. We love Mike Jones.
You got to dive for that, man.
You got to dive for that. It's a 2-2 now. Brumfield 22 pitches in this inning. Now the 2-2. Outside ball 3. Full count with 2 outs, 2 on. General's already up by 1. Oilmen looking to keep him back.
Last time we saw him, he hit one towards the wall.
Grounder into a gap. Runner's rounding third. He's on his way home. They're throwing to third, and it's not in time. An RBI single for Emmanuel Scott in an 8-6 ball game. Now we'll go back to the 7th hole. Seth Pitcock was hit by a pitch his first time up. That's the only other time we've seen him today.
Yeah, I mean, he had a stolen base after getting hit in the hand. Wonder if that's going to change his swing. I think by now, as long as it didn't break
I think he's
anything,
okay at this point. If he's still swinging after what happened, he's fine. Pitch in foul territory and not able to be grabbed by Rutherford. Now they go 1. And it's fouled off. He gets in an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
Oh, Preston Lund is wearing the equipment. He's playing first base coach, and he's wearing the equipment.
The 0-2 outside. Good stop from Miller.
Ooh, a fantastic stop from him. You know,
the mask fell off.
It wouldn't have stopped. Grandsney wouldn't have taken off either way, but that definitely stopped Emmanuel Scott from running to second.
Now the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It's strike 3, and they hold him to just 1 on the inning on 2 hits. 28 pitches from Brumfield, and he's got to throw another. The Oilmen need 2 runs to stay alive in the next 2 innings. Let's see if they can do it right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Rick here in Whiting for the bottom of the 8th inning. Gens 8, Oilmen 6. Seth Berquist alongside James Chalice. Luckily for the Oilmen, they're at the top of the order here with Fedor Church and Groberski.
Now, for the Oilmen's defense in a way, more of Scanlon's defense, score right now should be 6-4.
He has no earned runs on the 4
Actually,
that
it should
were
be
scored.
6-3.
Honestly, a lot of these runs shouldn't have happened in this one.
A combined 8 errors
Brennan Smith delivers ball 1 to Fedor, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and an HBP. Takes strike 1 on the inside corner, and not to be blunt, but that's the wrong call.
I think
That's just wrong.
It's so what I think the whole thing was he started his swing, and I heard it hit something, and I feel like he went like this, and when he started coming in, it hit him in the motion where it wouldn't have hit him before, so he ruled it a strike.
Called strike 2. It's a gutsy strike 2 call. The questionable calls from before I actually 100% agreed with. Like last inning, all the balls he called that you guys up here were saying were strikes, I thought he was making the right calls.
And just so the people at home, are clear, Seth Berquist was not talking about me. He was talking about the producer.
No, I was talking about the other two guys.
No, I think this has been a great game by the umpires.
All things considered for Northern League umpires, yeah, this is great. They're keeping it together.
They've also made a lot of close calls this game.
It's a full count to the leadoff Fedor. In a do-or-die situation for the Oilmen, we need 2 to stay alive.
You guys still have the bottom of the ninth.
I mean, we still have the bottom of the ninth, but, like, if we get them now, it's less stress later. Walk-off opportunities, man, that's what we're here for. Fedor walks, and we get the leadoff on first, and the tying run comes to the plate. It's Drew Church. Church is 1 for 3 on the day.
This could be Drew Church redemption time.
I see a single to left on the ground and a walk. Other than that, strikeout and a ground out. Takes strike 1 in the upper outside part of the zone. And the 0-1. Just above the zone for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. One is on the outside part of the plate.
Great paint there. I think it would have found the zone either way.
Yeah, I think it touched the black. It's a 1-2 count. The runner on first. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. It's a K for Brennan Smith. That's Smith's second strikeout of the night.
Usually high in that strikeout facet of the game, but not able to get that inside this game right here. There's still time to change it. However, a win is a win, whether or not he can hold out.
Ryan Groberski comes to the dish. He's 1 for 4. See his dad out here in the crowd taking a video. Mike, always glad to hear from Mike in the broadcasts and whatnot. Here's the 0-1. Downstairs, ball 1. We have been playing baseball for exactly 2.5 hours at this point.
We should finish.
I think we're on a good track. I think we're doing okay.
And it's a good game.
Fouled off. That sucks. That's a bummer.
Still stays the same count. Remains 1-2.
It was 1-1 before.
Oh, I thought it was a 1-2.
No, it was 1-1. If he would have stood there, that probably just would have hit him. And, like, probably in, like, the hip, too. Like, probably not anywhere that's going to hurt too bad. The 1-2. Outside on the fastball.
You know what would probably be the worst place to get hit with a ball?
Where?
Like, you know that certain part in your knee? I don't know if it's considered your kneecap, but that one part in your knee that's, like, paper thin, that would hurt so... It'd shatter it immediately.
Called strike 3. Groberski goes down on strikes. yet again. And now we go to Cole Hockman with 2 outs, representing the tying run for the Oilmen. That was Groberski's 3rd K of the day. That was his first one backwards.
Ooh, check swing.
Take a called strike 1.
Check swing got him on the sword.
Now you go 1. It's fouled back into the netting. It's an 0-2 count with 2 outs and a man on first for the Oilmen. Ball 1 high and away. Hockman has a double and a single. He's got 2 ground outs in the infield. Third baseman has played very strong. Ripped out into right. Fedor going around second, headed on to third. Hockman's on his way to second, stops halfway. And the single on the line drive puts runners on the corners. And if there's ever been a time for Max Miller to unleash the beast, it is now. Miller's first time up for the day from Joliet JUCO. He takes ball 1. Miller's batting 186. 3 of his 8 hits are extra bases. Swing and a miss. It's an even count at 1. Kevin Hall is on deck. Now the 1-1 is fouled back into the netting. It's a 1-2 count to Miller.
Hard not to swing at that one.
It's well enough outside.
See.
But, I mean, I feel like Max might have the jitters right now.
My zone, you know how the zone splits into 9 squares, right?
Yeah.
I am the furthest outside and then the one directly inside and the one below. That's my zone right there. So I would say that outside of the box is more of my zone. I swing at outside balls more than inside.
You like stepping into those pitches.
Yeah, I don't take hacks on inside balls.
You're a big oppo guy. It's a full count. So Cole Hockman's going to take off on this pitch. There he goes. It's an inside pitch. Mike Fedor on his way home. He'll score. Hockman holds up at second on the walk from Max Miller. It's an 8-7 ball game. Man, if Hockman would have taken off a little bit sooner, he had third base. He had third base.
I don't know about that.
Kevin Hall digs in here. 0 for 3 on the day. Now's the time. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. We have 2 on, 2 out. The tying runs in scoring position. Strong center fielder for the Oilmen. Smith is at 25 pitches on the inning. He's overall at 48. Definitely at that point where, like, fatigue sets in.
Yeah.
You know, you're not comfortable. Big swing and miss. If he would have made contact with that ball, he would have put it into the flame of BP because that was the hardest swing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, stepped into it and everything.
0-1 is up and away for ball one. Ryan Hartz is on deck. Now 1-1. Hits him. He'll take his base. It's his second hit by pitch of the day, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs. They're down by 1.
We've seen this a lot from this Generals team all year as Coach Jake Hunt is coming out for a mound meeting. But we've seen this all year with this Generals team where they constantly allow runs with 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to shut out these innings, and you have to be able to close out. And if you can't, that's the choice between winning and losing. And that could be the difference inside this ball game right here with 2 runners in scoring position, and it's only a 1-run game.
So Jake Hunt finishing up his mound visit here. What do you think that conversation is?
Just calm down. Get him out. Don't worry about it. I feel like they're going to keep him in for 1 more.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably looking at pitch in the bottom of the 9th as well. I didn't, the only 2 subs that the Generals had in the lineup today were Pitcock and Smith. So if another one of your guys is going to pitch, they've got to come from the field. Ryan Hart swings and misses, but Hockman's on his way. It's a tie ball game. It's an 0-1 count. I ruled that one a pass ball.
I'd rule that.
Yeah. So Miller's on third, the go-ahead run, with an extra haul on second. Ryan Hartz takes ball 1 inside. Hartz is 1 for 4 with a single and a fielder's choice. He also had a bunt pop out earlier.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was an interesting play. Popped straight up in the air. Looks like it might leave the field of play. It's in the stands. And he stays alive in a 1-2. It's a 1-2. Ryan Hartz. I see the stress in your eyes, James. I see it.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is these guys, I've created such a special bond with them.
It's like you feel a real emotional connection to what's happening right now.
It's not a thing of, like, the guys up here inside this booth with me.
Right.
You guys don't nearly have the same attachment as I do with my guys. You guys have already clinched first. Our guys have 5 wins. I want to see my team win. Is that fair?
Popped in the air. This one actually in fair territory.
Don't lose it. Thick pen.
Thick pen. Oh! 1 scores. 2 scores. 10-8. Ball game. We're going to go E4, I think, on that one. Is that fair to anybody else? E4? Do you think that's E4? That's E4.
I got a little bit worked up, went to smack the hat off of Robbie's head, and I actually smacked him upside the face. His hat kind of flew off. I don't know where it went.
The Oilmen are up by 2 in a legendary 8th-inning comeback. Swing and a miss to Derek Holmes.
I knew it was going to get lost in the lights.
As soon as it popped up, you said, don't drop it.
I said, I was like, please don't lose it.
And then I watched him trip over his own feet in shallow right field.
I mean, during the daytime, that play's being made 10 times.
A million times.
That's an error. 100%. Jovi, do you disagree with that call? No, I don't. Okay. I was about to say, because that's definitely an error.
Ryan Hartz takes off. It's grounded over to third base. Amons falls down trying to make the play, and it's an E5 to advance the runners. Now 2 in scoring position. In a 2-run ball game now with 2 outs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in another situation. I'm going to knock on wood several times while I say this. We're in a situation where Nate Brumfield can get a 2-0 record. He's not a pitcher.
He's a catcher.
He's a catcher. Grounded right up the middle. It might find a gap. It's scooped up by Mangano. The throw is in time. Retires this side. A legendary 7th and 8th inning of Oilman baseball makes it a 10-8 ball game, and the Oilmen need 3 outs when we come back after this break on the Region Sports Network.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
It is the top of the 9th inning at Oil City Stadium.
It indeed is.
The Oilmen need 3 outs to lock this thing in and go home with a win after being down by quite a bit, all things considered. I mean, it's been a nail-biter all game long. Nate Brumfield is going to hang around here on the mound, and unfortunately for the Generals,
you're in the 8-9-1.
You're in the 8-9-1 part of the order.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate. You're at the bottom of your lineup. This is the time where these guys need to lock in.
Isaiah Steinhilber. Isaiah Steinhilber digs in for the Generals. Brumfield delivers the first pitch for strike 1, fastball on the outside part of the plate.
You got to swing at that.
First pitch, I don't know if he's a big
that's also,
first pitch swinger.
Well, we've also discussed that's my zone, so I'm swinging at
yeah.
that. Anything outside like that, that's my zone.
Swing and a miss. What a crazy swing. And it's an 0-2 count. It's a 1-2. Now the 1-2 is popped out. It's in fair territory. Rutherford able to make the play. It's out number 1.
Yeah, left the bat on a weird angle on the inside, kind of handled it, jammed him up on the barrel. So not able to get that one out. If it found the right part of the bat, that would have been a great hit ball, but unfortunately did not. And now we have 1 out on the board in a 2-run ball game.
Next digging in is Phil Amons. Amons was one of the errors that we saw back there in the bottom of the 8th. And he swings and misses at the first one on a very defensive swing. Not quite sure what I was looking at there. And that one well outside. The count will go even at 1. Pitch is up and away. Counts 2-1. All right. Mentality chat here. How do the Generals rally themselves back to get 2 runs on the board here, James?
Well, first you get Philip Amons, maybe on first, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
He's 0 for 3.
Then you got to return to the top of the lineup and be nearly perfect there, but now the count is 2-2, so it's not looking like it. And he doesn't have a great batting average on the year, so there's that. And then you got to have it where a lot of these Oilman players hit it on the left side of the field, and you got to stop Philip Amons from making errors.
The 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Brumfield 1 out away from locking in a win for the Oilmen as we are getting ready to go home here.
Unfortunately, though, for the Oilmen, it's at the top of the lineup. That could mean nothing with 2 outs on the board. The Generals have to be perfect.
They need to be perfect for at least 2 runs.
And if Fremian gets on, it could be Thigpen's redemption, but could also be unlikely.
So far today, Fremian grounds it over to first. They're going to have to flip it to the pitcher. The throw is offline.
No, I say that's an
infield single.
That's an infield single. Tough play to make. Fremian's fast. He's hitting that zone as fast as he can. And now the tying runner is up to bat in Phil Thigpen.
That was Fremian's first hit of the day.
Really?
He's 1 for 5. Phil Thigpen's 1 for 4. Walk, pop out, fly out, line out, single on a line drive to right field. So he had to go oppo for his hit. In a 2-out situation, he is the tying run to keep the Generals alive, and he fouls off the first pitch.
And it doesn't look like he's trying to swing for the fences either.
No, honestly, if you're thinking home run in your brain, you're never going to get there.
That's
you
true.
just need to make contact. That's why walk-off home runs are so rare, is because those guys are never actually thinking, put this one over the fence.
And if you're Thigpen, do you wear that one right there?
Who's on deck?
Nick Mangano,
Yes.
who's 2 for 5 on the day.
Yeah, and also a major Northern League hitter. Tried to steal second, and he's going to be safe on the stolen base. I believe the pitch was called a ball.
Yes.
So stolen base for Fremian. Still doesn't do much because the tying run is at home. You got to get the guy at home all the way around. The position of that guy on second does not matter. It's a 2-1 count, so Thigpen's still got some room to work here, and he takes ball 3 outside. A hitter's count with a runner on second and 2 outs. Big pitch is next. This one's a big one.
And this is your usual swing at the fences pitch.
Right, this is one that you're usually ready to clobber.
Don't swing at
but
the
as a
fences.
pitcher, you also want to challenge him a little bit. And it's ball 4 outside. He's going to make his base. Now it's Nick Mangano with a tying run on first.
But this wouldn't go down as a save for Brumfield, would it?
No.
Okay.
It would go as a win for Brumfield.
And
Nick
Caston coming out.
Mangano's scary. He's a scary guy.
Caston coming out.
Mike Caston, this one's going to be more of just a, hey, forget what's happening behind you sort of situation.
Just get 3 strikes.
Just get the 3 strikes. Nick Mangano, well, we have the time. His first time up, he singled on a ground ball to left field. Then he struck out swinging. Then he had an infield single to the third baseman. Then he reached on an error his 4th time up on the left side to Drew Church. And his last time he struck out. So we have 2 strikeouts against Mangano.
But
he has gotten on base 3 times, all on the left side of the field. I'm shifting hard if I'm the Northwest Indiana
Oilmen. Hits
Oilmen.
He rarely
I'm
hits
shifting hard if I'm the Northwest Indiana Oilmen here. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1 outside. See strike one. Count is even.
And that's why you can't do that. Nick, I guarantee, did not swing at that because he thought that Will Fremian was going to try to steal third.
Yep. Although, if he tries to steal third, go ahead and still try and put the ball on it. I mean, that's a run that can score if it gets out into the outfield. The 1-1, runner goes, swing and a miss. It's strike two, but Fremian steals third. But still, I'll say it again, the only run that matters
is Thigpen.
Now it's a 1-2. Brumfield needs one more strike. Ball high, it's a 2-2 count. He needs one more. He's at 47 pitches. He's not staying efficient. Swing and a miss, the Oilmen win! What a performance from Nate Brumfield to take the win on the mound. And the Oilmen win in a 10-8 final score. Just talk me through what you're going through right now, James. Just tell me the thoughts.
I'm very disappointed. This team had an opportunity to win in this ball game, a very good opportunity to win, and I cannot say luck was not on their side. Hold on, before you leave this, let me look at the stats. I want to see the entirety of the earned run counts for both teams.
Earned runs against the Generals, 3.
So only 3 of their runs.
Wait, no, hold on, I'm reading the wrong thing. Earned runs against the Oilmen, 8. So 5 unearned runs for the Oilmen. Unearned runs, 5. The Generals gave up 5 unearned runs.
See, Lady Luck was on their side, but at the same time, you have to win those games when you're handed that opportunity. Just fell apart towards the end of the game. Not much that you can say about that. This Oilman team has been made and has been bred to, knock out these other teams and have that depth in the bullpen to go late. But the team just fell off, could not do anything. That Thigpen drop really set in stone the lead, not only for the Oilmen, but the victory for them. But a very good game overall, Seth.
Yeah, absolutely a very good game. Winning pitcher is Nate Brumfield. The winning pitcher is Nate Brumfield. He threw 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, and 1 earned run with 5 Ks. 6 outs he recorded tonight. 5 of them are on strikes. That's a big performance.
Yeah, that's a great performance to end it out. Great decision by Coach Mike Caston to put him in towards the end. And looks like some guys are taking a picture with Coach Jake Hunt.
How much of this game do you put on Brendan Smith versus just the general outfield today? Or just like infield, outfield, your position players for today against the Generals here?
I don't know. I wouldn't say Brendan Smith had a bad game at all. But at the same time, I wouldn't say, even though there was that error by Thigpen, that's one of those balls that get lost in the light, and he's a D1 talent. It's during the daytime. That ball doesn't get lost. That catch is made 1,000 times out of 10. So, it's one of those things, if you really can't put it on anyone but the team play as a whole and on the bats, and I would give it a slight edge on leaning towards the fault of the actual infield and outfield because Brendan Smith's not over there batting.
Well, after some careful consideration, I think it is time to award the Midwest Orthopedics Player of the Game. To be your best, see the best. It's going to go to Cole Hockman.
Really?
We're giving it to Cole Hockman. Cole Hockman went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. I think that's worthy enough for a Midwest Orthopedics Player of the Game. He's the only player on the Oilmen with 3 hits today.
It's not only that, but he made some spectacular plays over at
third. He did play very, very well at third base.
That fielding was absolutely amazing over at third, able to just do acrobatic movements, still throw the ball to first to record the outs, and that was a big reason why the Oilmen took the win in this ballgame.
James, it's about time we wrap this thing up, but I do have to ask you if you have any final words. This is the last time we're going to be on a broadcast together before playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My final words are I can't wait for the playoffs to start, and it's just going to be you and I here calling playoff baseball.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of another exciting game here at Oil City Stadium. Tomorrow, your Oilmen travel out to the Elkhart Athletic Complex in Elkhart, Indiana for the final game of the regular season. First pitch is set for 2 p.m. Eastern. Before we sign off, a huge thank you to Rob Cassiano for his work in bringing you tonight's broadcast, and to Joey Savalio for helping me keep up with statistics throughout the game. One final time here from beautiful Whiting, Indiana. The final score of today's matchup is Northwest Indiana Oilmen 10, Griffith Generals 8. Thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast here on the Region Sports Network. For everyone in the Oilmen organization, this is Seth Berquist alongside James Chalice reminding you to create your own extraordinary.